Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to start the back of the sweater. I'll show you in a second the front of the sweater because I finally finished it. But yeah, we're going to start the back of it. So this is the pattern so far. I still have to add another row, but I'm not too worried about that right now. So this is it. It's the same thing as the front. When I get to the stripes, it's just going to be stripes. It's not going to have anything in the middle because I was thinking about putting like the UA logo or something on it. But I've decided against that just because of convenience and because everything frustrates me. So yeah, there's only one little issue here, and that's these. They don't all line up perfectly with the front piece. So underneath, like luckily this is right underneath the arms, so you're not going to be able to see it too much. But like I'm gonna know. Oh, and also I had to get more black yarn. So I went to Walmart, as one does, and I got this yarn, right? Because it looked black in the store. And then I put it in my work, and I'll show you in a second that part. And it's not the same kind of black, I guess. And I was like looking at it, and I couldn't find anywhere where it said what color it is. So I think it's like a dark brown, actually. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to use this because I already spent $6 on it, and I don't have a job, and I mean, I might as well just use it. I mean, you're not going to notice it too much because of the front and back thing, but like I notice it. I know. So this is the front panel. It's kind of curling up there. But you see how from afar you can't tell that there's a color difference. You go up really closely and you can see how it's lighter up here and darker down here. So you can see it anywhere you look. So yeah, but that area right there is the collar area. So when it's all put together, I'm going to make a collar for it. So yeah, I still have to fix this part right here because when I first did this pattern, I didn't put the yellow there. I also didn't put it here, and I had to hand crochet it in or like hand sew it in, so it's fine. I don't care if I have to do that again. But all the other ones turned out perfectly. And I think, I don't know, there's something about this that I was like, I should mention. I can't remember it though. So if I remember it, I'll tell y'all. Anyways, let's get started on the back panel. I am so done with the time lapse thingies, whatever this is. So this is the last one you're gonna get for this entire episode. I don't know where I left off with y'all, but I took out the line of black that I did on here, which wasn't actually black, and I bought an actual ball of yarn that says black on it. Hold on, I'll show you so I'm not going crazy. Look, it says it. Okay, so just for side-by-side comparison, they look identical. Why on earth is this dark brown? I don't know. But I'm going to start again. We're going to get working. And I know that half of it's not complete, but we don't talk about that. Right, so I've done quite a bit of work. The only, thing that I'm concerned about is it's very big. It's a little bit too big, I think. But also, the front was a little bit too small, so it might have been, perfect. I think for the next time I make one of these, I'm going to do, instead of 130 stitches wide, I'm going to do 100. So I only did 80 for the front. And, I mean, this is 130 and it's pretty big. Or maybe I'll just do only 115. And there's also the issue of, for some reason, this is bigger than that. And I was telling my mom, I think it's because I did the stitches too tight on this one. Because I was, really worried. So I was, more stressed when crocheting. But this one, because I know what I'm doing now, it actually works. And so it's bigger. I don't know. I mean, it still matches up pretty well. Kind of pretty well. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We don't talk about that. I only made it to starting the zigzag part. And for the gray, I ran out of the gray that I needed, and I could not find the gray that I had, so I just took out the row that I had made already and bought a slightly darker shade. So you're not going to be able to notice it when it's sewn together because your brain just doesn't work like that. Unless this does not turn out the way I want it to, then you will definitely see it because, yeah. So that's just how it is. I have 41 rows of these I have to do, and then I can do the lettering, and then I can do this again, and I can do this again, and then I'm done. And then I sew it together. Oh, and I also need to figure out where I'm moving it in at, because I need to make a hole for my arm still. So, yeah, it'll be like here somewhere within, I think it'll be within the zigzag. It might be a little bit high, or not zigzag, the diagonal line. I think it'll be here, but it might be up a little higher. I don't know. We'll figure it out once I have more on this. I'm going to clip it to the other piece and then, like, try and figure it out. I finally finished the diagonal lines. I think it looks really, really good. I'm only a little concerned about that, but we're not talking about it. It's fine. The corner part right here, I mean, but we're not talking about it because it's fine. So now I'm going to work on the next part, which is this part. I put one line of black and then do my grays, and then I think it's 2 lines of black. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2 lines of black. I can't remember. I'll look at the thing. And then I have to put the letters. I haven't done the paper pattern yet, so we're not going to talk about it. All right, I have finally finished this part of the back panel. Please ignore the whirring in the background because I'm pretty sure you can hear it. That's just my sister cooking stuff. So yeah, I finished it. I now have to sew it on, and then I can start working on the armholes. So yeah, I think somehow the lettering looks better on the top row than it does on the bottom row. And I'm gonna, hold on, give me one. I'm pretty sure it's really only just the top row and the back panel that looks really good. Because, like, look, it looks more noticeable, I guess, here. But it genuinely just looks better on the back panel. Oh, this is so cool. I can't wait to put it together. Also, somehow, I managed to get 3 different shades of black. Now, you can kind of see it here, the difference. But, might I remind you, I got another ball of yarn, and it was such a drastic difference from this black that I was like, I can't use it, it's basically brown. And then I got this one, and it was close enough that I'm like, it's fine, to the point where I didn't even realize that it was bad until I was all the way up here. And then I was like, oh crap, it's a different shade. It's not even that, like, big of a difference, but I'm still like, how did I buy 3 balls of black yarn, and they're all different? Anyways, I'm gonna sew it together by crocheting it on the inside. Maybe I'll weave all the threads in, maybe I won't, we'll see. I should weave the threads in. That's probably not gonna happen. Okay. So this is it. This is how it sits. It's a little bit, like, too big. I don't know. The back, that's, like, lipping up, but it's okay, because when I make the collar, I want to decrease it and work with it a little bit. Maybe once I steam it, it'll, like, sit flatter, because right now it's, like, too big. So, whatever. But when I put the sleeves in, too, the front will look better. Also, the lines, and you can see the seam, but they connect. And I think everything looks okay. Can't quite tell. I don't know. Once the sleeves are in, it'll all look much better, is my hope, at least. I still have to make the pattern for the sleeves, so yeah. Now it's time to work on the sleeves. I have to start with, what was it, 100? Oh, I have to start with 80 stitches. I measured my arm using the thing, whatever. I'm going to change the pattern a little bit from looking like this, because I don't think I can do I don't know. I'm going to figure something out. I first need to get the armholes working, so I have to make the pattern first. The pattern's going to be the same on both sides, so I only need one, luckily. Thank goodness. So, yeah. I don't know how long it's going to be, which I think is part of my issue. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is possibly the most complicated pattern I've ever made. And it's not even because it's just, like, it's hard. It's just because I start here. This is where the row starts. Okay. And then you see this 5 or more block gap? It's only one line. But I made it like this because that's how the pattern on everything else goes. And so I was mathing. But it doesn't work right because
I only have space for 50 tall for my sleeves. And so this is already like half of the thing. And if you remember, I have to do this again, but flipped at the bottom, which means I have like no space for anything. So I start here. This is wrong. And it's like this isn't a right number because like this isn't 9 in between because I want it to be more even and like look okay. And so I moved things around a little bit. You can see I moved things around a little bit. And it was originally this long. But I made a mistake. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just do it like this. It is 50 tall, but it's at 53 because of this gap, because I had to flip it, all the things. The most complicated, uncomplicated pattern I have ever made. And I can't even do any of this. I have to kind of scrap it and just wing it, and I'll show you why. This is why. Okay, this is huge, right? Way too big. That's on me, whatever. So this goes out like right here, even though, oh wait, it's like right here, even though it should really be here, which next time I'm making it less than 80 in the front, and then I'll just make the back bigger because this is annoying, okay? And you see the sleeve, you see how perfect that looks, right? I don't have enough space for letters, diagonal letters, this pattern, and then a cuff. And also, it doesn't even... I don't even know, man. It's not working the way I want it to. So I'm going to get rid of all of this, which I just did this morning, which, by the way, you see how beautiful that looks and see how not as beautiful that looks? It's because this is all front-facing crochet because you did it in the round, so you never go on the inside like you do with straight crochet, whatever this is. So, yeah, this is all... I'm going to get rid of all of this, and I'm going to replace it with lettering, so that way it looks more normal, I guess. And then it's going to be diagonal lines, and then it's going to be more lettering. And then I probably won't put the names on the cuff either. I'll probably just use, or I won't put this pattern on the cuff either. It'll probably just be this stuff, and then have a yellow cuff. But yeah, I have to restart. Let me see. See how cool? This is such a cool project, but I wish it would have turned out better because I'm just frustrated. I don't know. Okay. I put so much work into this. Alright, this is as far as I've gotten on the right sleeve so far. But it's really big. Like I showed you before, it's really big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet a little square. I'm going to test shrinking it and figure out how much it's going to shrink. And then without finishing the sleeve, I'm going to shrink it. I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm a little worried, but that's why we're doing the test square first, because the diagonal lines are kind of filler. Like, it's what takes up majority of the space. So if I stop working on it here, then it's not a big deal. Because if it shrinks, I can just add more. Like, if I were to stop in the middle of starting this for the bottom part, and then it shrinks and then it's too small, then I would have to take out that whole line just so I can do this. So there's a lot of little things I'm worried about, but again, we're going to test it on the thing first. So yeah, I'm going to work on the square and I'll show you that. Woo! Alright, so this is my patch. It's 10 stitches by 10 rows. And on my ruler, that's, like 3, that's like 3 inches, and I assume it'd be by 3 inches, but I'm gonna do ruler anyway. Yeah, by 3 inches. So we'll see. Genuinely, we're gonna put it through a wash, and we'll see. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a lot of work for it to go really poorly. That would suck. So I'll see you after it washes. Alright, so I put it in the washer on hot water it didn't shrink at all, so I'm going to throw it in the dryer now, just for a little bit, and we'll see what happens. It, like, barely even shrunk at all, so I don't think I need to try and shrink it. I think I'm just going to have to deal with it. So that was my experiment. Okay, so I've decided to make another patch, and this time we're going to try putting it in, like, hot boiling water. So I won't be able to get footage of that, but I will show you if anything changes or if it doesn't. Okay, so I didn't end up doing that at all, and I just kind of dealt with it because it was too much work to try and deal with it, and I just wanted to continue with my project. So ultimately, I didn't shrink it at all. All right, so I have finished the sleeve and I did the collar there, but I'm going to take it out and redo it. But I finished the sleeve and it looks really good. There's only a few little error thingies that I'm like, well, I can't really fix that. So, I'll show you those in a second. I'm going to put it on and then show it to you. So, yeah. So this is how it looks so far. Obviously, I'm going to put those in and I'm going to mess with it a little bit, but this is how it looks. I think it's super cute. It's not quite how I expected it to be, but it's whatever. So, yeah. I'm now going to work on this arm, and then we'll go from there. And like I said, I'm going to redo this because I don't like how spotted it is. So I'm going to add another row of yellow and then do some things. It'll be okay. Okay, it is 10:30 at night, and I finally finished the other sleeve. So... See, I was worried about this. I did the stuff right, but for some reason, this side is smaller than this side, and I feel like you can kind of see it. Like, just a little bit. When I steam it, because that's what I plan on doing, I'm going to stretch it out just a bit, because it feels good, and I don't think you can really tell the difference too much. But I can feel it, because it's closer to my arm than this side is. I don't know. We'll see. But this is how it looks. I feel like it's super cute. I'm going to steam it, and I'm going to fix that, and I'm going to fix the collar, because I haven't done that yet, because like I said, it's 10:30 at night. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. So it's the next day, I'm at school, and I'm going to start weaving in all of the threads, because I can't steam it until I do that. So here comes the worst part of making literally anything that you have to wear. Alright, so I finally weaved in everything. Maybe I'll show you that later, but I'm not showing it to you right now because I just inside. Oh, dang it. I have to fix that because you can see it on the... Oh, you can't see it. I have to fix that because you can see it on the outside. I thought you could only see it on the inside. So. Alright. So this is it. This is how it looks. I know, so cool, right? And look at the collar. It looks so much better. Ooh, don't talk about that. Yeah, I have to mess with that a little bit. But look at the collar. It looks super nice. I really like it. This is... I don't know. This is it. I have to steam it out, like I said. But otherwise, like, I'm done. So, yeah. I will not be crocheting for a long time because I am exhausted. So, yeah. Having said all of that, I just got a commission. So if you'd like to see me do that commission, let me know. I'll probably end up turning it into a short, even if I don't, even if nobody wants to see it, I'll make it into a short. And also, that's it. Thank you for watching. All the things, like, subscribe, all the whatever. Have a good night. I'm sorry, it's really late.